Hello and welcome to Forgotten Cello Music. This is episode 55. As promised, this is Capriccio by Quarenghi. Capriccio. I had been looking at this for a while. Remember, Quarenghi wrote that massive cello method of about 600 pages. I did a series of counterpoint where I looked at what he was doing in counterpoint, what he created, and how he worked out the problems of the species, the imitation, the canon, and the fugue, and so on. And now, finally, just for fun, Capriccio. What is a capriccio? Well, Baker's Dictionary of Musical Terminology from about 1900 says, this is a title frequently given to instrumental pieces of free, unconventional form and distinguished by originality in harmony and rhythm. A capriccio, at pleasure, ad libitum, or a capriccio, I guess. Well, I finally did it. A word of warning. This is the hardest piece that I have attempted to play in something like 6 years. The last virtuosic piece that I played, literally, was 6 years ago, and that was the very well-known solo, what's it called? Suite by Casado. And I think I just kind of decided it was time to do something because my fingers need the exercise. And quite frankly, it gets a little, it gets a little tiring playing only beginner pieces or intermediate pieces where they're fun, they're nice, they're pretty, they're informative, but sometimes you just want to do a little bit more. Now, the warning. Yes, it's been a long time since I've put my mind to playing something virtuosic, and this is not the most virtuosic thing ever, but it was a great challenge because I just don't play that much anymore. However, I would encourage anybody to look up this capriccio and at least find out what it's like, because it's actually quite intriguing. Not the best piece ever written. I mean, it's well crafted in terms of it works, but it is not so inventive. It does the job of accompanying the solo part. Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing through right now, at least not for your ears to hear. It will be playing, and you have been hearing it playing here in the background, but I won't play it just by itself for a couple of reasons. One, it's kind of long, about 8 minutes. Number two, because there are some sections that are very questionably played by me. But it was fun. I'm not saying that I didn't enjoy it, but it was very challenging to wrap my fingers around and my bow arm around the challenges that are in it. I would like to point out that there are a couple of sections. I actually have the part right next to me here. There are a couple of sections that are just massively, annoyingly difficult to coordinate if you're not playing regularly, if you're not performing regularly at a high level, which I haven't been doing for 6 years. I wish I was, and I hope I will be again someday. Not too soon. No, not too soon. That was I don't know what a slip that was, but it was not meant to be that way. I hope to be doing it soon. I wish I could. There are these really irritatingly difficult and awkward dotted rhythm passages where there's not too much choice. You either have to shift something like 7 or 8 positions, or at least 5 or 6 positions in quick succession, or you have to cross strings and they're slurred over the beats. So this is something that my coordination has never been quite good at or on its game. And so slurring over beats, like I said, if you are not performing, it just doesn't happen cleanly. And that's what we have here. Now, that being said, I'm actually quite happy with the results, considering that I haven't been performing for 6 years, basically. So I have to say that although it's definitely not anywhere close to a professional recording quality, it is pretty good for the amount of playing that I do. So here, I'll let you listen to at least the opening. That came off fairly good. And then I'm going to play a couple of excerpts without explaining what they are. You can just imagine what they are. And if you want, go look up the Capriccio on IMSLP. It's there for free. Yeah, so there'll be the introductory section, which is quite nice, and then he goes into a faster section, really typical of Capriccios as far as I know. And I'll play you a little bit from the dotted rhythm section, and maybe a little skipping around. If perchance I get some requests to hear the entire thing, I may consider it. It depends how much you beg for me to play the entire thing. I may just do it. That being said, here we go. Capriccio. Here's some excerpts. Enjoy. All right, well, what'd you think about it? I happen to like Quarenghi's music decently. Um, maybe you don't like it at all, or maybe you kind of half-heartedly agree with me. Yeah, there's some good spots in it. It's not anything too special. But again, this podcast, this project of Forgotten Cello Music is not that the music is great. I've said it before. It's not that you have to play it or you should play it, but at least you know about it. And I do encourage people to incorporate at least a few pieces here and there. Maybe it has worked. Maybe I've inspired some people to take up a few unknown or neglected works from Goltermann or Klengel or Quarenghi in this case. If you have, let me know. Maybe it's not for cello. Maybe you've done it for your own instrument if you don't play cello. That'd be interesting to know too. Let me know what instrument you play and what music that has been neglected or forgotten that you've incorporated into your own learning, whether you've performed it or not, or maybe you've taught it to some students. If you want to hear the entire thing, please write me a message. Write me an email. Let me know if there are enough people knocking at my door to hear the entire recording. I'll put it up. That being said, I hope you enjoyed this shorter episode. And if you do enjoy shorter episodes, please let me know that too. I would like to know how many people enjoy short episodes, how many people enjoy medium-length episodes, and how many people enjoy longer episodes. Because I know that there are some that have told me in my close circle that they would prefer shorter episodes. So here we go. This is the trying it out. Please join me on Patreon. Please send a little support to my PayPal. You can inquire about cello lessons too. And so if you're interested as a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, just send me an email, travelingcellogroup@gmail.com. And all the other links will be in the description. Thanks for listening, and remember to play more Forgotten Cello music.